Hello and welcome back to Diana Who Fitness. Today we're going to slow things down again and we're going to do some mobility and stability, flexibility exercises, mostly Pilates inspired, and it's all on the floor today. So why don't we get started here? Actually, I wanted to start with a neck stretch. So if you want to sit with your legs crossed like this, if this is uncomfortable, you can put them out a little bit more. You can sit like this. I just really want to make sure that your spine is straight. So just make sure that your posture is correct here. And we're just going to loosen up our neck a little bit to start. So first, just put your fingertips on the floor right behind your hips here and push your shoulders back and just straighten your spine out here for a moment. Take a breath in and release it. Okay, and then maintain that posture. And first, we're just going to go to the left or your right, I suppose, but not too far, just gently, and then roll forward, chin on your chest, and then up. And we're going to do it the other way. Just breathe sort of naturally here. Roll your head, and you should only go as far as is comfortable for you. Let's do that a couple more times. And of course, you want to maintain your form here. You want to be supporting your neck and your spine here. How about one more time? Each side, roll forward and back up. Last time. And up. Okay, so as I like to usually, we're going to start here with some pelvic rolls. So all the way down on your mat. Sorry, I've fixed my hair. So here, you don't want to push on the floor with your hands, and if you think that you might do that, you can always put them here or you can hold them up. And we're going to just do some gentle pelvic rolls. So make sure you got your form correct here. Pelvis tucked under, your lower back should be on the floor. And slowly curl your spine, your tailbone here. And only go up till your back is flat. You don't want to overextend. Hold for a moment. Take a breath in and exhale back down. Let's do that 3 or 4 more times. Up. Exhale here. Come to the top and hold for a moment. And roll slowly back down. Breath in. And again. Down. How about one more time? And good. Okay, so now let's move on to roll-ups. I'm just gonna slide down a little bit here. If you remember roll-ups, arms above your head. You can have your toes pointed or flexed here, it's up to you. But make sure that you got your core engaged, right? Arms come over, up, over your toes, back up. And this is all one smooth motion. Keep your core engaged through the whole exercise. I always find the first couple are a little bit rough until I remember what my core feels like. That's why I like to start with this, because it kind of gently activates your core. About 2 more. Last one. And back down. Okay, you know what, while we're here, why don't we do a back of leg stretch, as I like to do, just to kind of loosen up our hamstrings here a little bit. Leg up, and just gently pulse here. Breathe into the muscles in the back of your leg. If you can't straighten it, that's okay. If you want to lift your upper body here for a deeper stretch, if that's uncomfortable, you don't have to. And send it down, and we'll do the other one. Get that deeper stretch. Your core, of course, should be engaged through this whole workout, this whole series of exercises. You should have your core engaged. Okay, so now we are going to do a bridge with kicks, little kicks. So let me demonstrate. We're going to go up into a bridge, and we're just going to do that. Alternating. We'll do, how about 3, and then 4, and then down, and then we'll go back up. And how about we do that 4 times? Okay, so up into bridge, and then one leg, hold your form here. The other leg, this one, and the other, and then back down. Break for a second, and back up. The idea here, of course, is stability. Back up. One more time. Good. Okay. Now we're going to do the clam, which we've done before. Clam is, you're on your elbow like this. Elbow should be under your shoulder. Your legs are stacked on top of each other. You can have your hand here. I find it's easier to have it like on my hip, or you could do this even. So legs stacked on top of each other, and just open one. Everything is still except for this hip hinging. Back down. That's all. So get into position. We'll do this maybe 8 times. So up, core totally engaged. You're only push up as far back as you can, and controlled back down. I breathe in on the up here. Exhale on the way back down. Is that 5? I think that was 5. I always lose count. Well, let's do 3 more. How about that? Everything else should be neutral right now. We'll do 1 more, and then we're going to go to the other side. And down. Okay. Now, I wanted to quickly say about breath that I sort of learned when I first learned Pilates. I learned that in Pilates, oftentimes you inhale actually on the concentric part of the exercise, which is the opposite of what you usually would be taught. So I just want to encourage you to inhale and exhale in the places that feel comfortable for you, especially when it's like a body weight exercise situation like this. So other side now. And we'll do 8 or 9 again, whatever it was we did last time when I lost count. It is, no matter when you breathe, it's important that you have a pattern of breath so that you can get your oxygen and get the lactic acid out of your muscles. Make sure there's enough blood flow. I lost count again. Let's do one more. Okay, so now we're gonna do thread the needle with an abductor. So I'm gonna show you the best I can in this space situation that I have here. So, okay, on all fours, and you want your knees under your thighs and your hands under your shoulders. And then this leg goes out, and you can have your foot facing out 45 degrees like that. And it's the same, if you remember, thread the needle is arm goes up and we stretch. And this is an active stretch, so we'll come down and come back up. And we'll do that a few times. You should feel some stretching in your inner thigh here. So get into position. We'll do that maybe again 8 times if I don't lose count. Okay. So up, and then thread your hand through, go down as low as is comfortable, and back up. And you want to keep your shoulders neutral here, of course. When your arm comes up, you want to feel that nice stretch in the inside of your shoulder. Make sure your core is engaged here. There's 2 more. And last one. Okay, now we're going to do the other side. So let's switch over, same thing, all fours, leg goes out. What is this, 4? And this is 5. And 2 more. Last one. Okay, fabulous. So now we're gonna do a new one, which, if you remember the side bends that we've done before, where you start with your legs crossed over each other like this, and then we're gonna go up into a pike and twist, and then walk in, up on your toes with a breath, and down, and then we go back down and back into this position. So go ahead and join me, and we'll do 5 on each side. So up, walk in, and back down, and again. As I've said before with this one, try to keep your hands flat on the mat. Don't use just your fingers, because you could injure your wrist. Always go the pace that's comfortable. This will be the last one on this side. Okay, now the other side. Same thing. And 2 more. This will be the last one. And good job. Okay, so now we're gonna do something on our bellies here that we've done before. So why don't we just rest our forehead on our hands for a moment. Just breathe, take a second. Keep your core engaged here. Okay, now we're gonna do something that we've done before. That's what she said. And that is heel clicks, if you remember, for your inner thighs. So you can reach your hands out ahead of you and just click your heels together. 3, 4, 5, and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and up. Click your heels together and down. Back up. Down. We'll do it one more time. Good. Okay, now just one more here. If you remember swimming, hands out again, and this time just swim. Don't use your lower back here. Use your glutes. Okay, good job. Let's go back to child's pose for a second. Okay, all right. Now we've got a single leg stretch, which I'm sure you guys remember. So you start here. Of course, your core is engaged, and you have one leg, one hand below the knee, other on the shin or the ankle. You pulse, 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 pulse. Go ahead and join me. About 2 more on each side. And last one. Okay, now we're gonna do boomerang, which I know we've done before. With boomerang, you start sitting up and your hands are here. Make sure, let's put our hands behind us, our backs here. Get our posture first. Okay, then your hands are here and you go back, legs come up. Oh, I'm sorry, they should be crossed. I forgot that part. Then you open them, recross, and back down and up and stretch. Clasp your hands behind your back and stretch as far as you can go. And then back up, and I need to slide down a little bit here. So go ahead and join me. So back with your ankles crossed, uncross, recross the other way, and back up. It's really important that you're engaging your core here. You don't want to slap into the floor. You want to gently roll back. We'll do that 3 more times. And this is the last one. Okay, I am schwitten. Seated arm twist. Okay, so while we're here, we'll stay here. Again, let's check our posture. Flex your toes here. Okay, now here, fingertips touching, maintain that good posture. And we turn and open our arms, look behind our shoulder and then back, and then the other way. Go ahead and join me. I'm taking a breath in here and exhale. Don't sink into your spine here. Use your core muscles. How about one more each side? Great. Okay, now I am gonna, actually no, we're gonna stay here. Okay, we're still here. So now we're gonna do a spine stretch. So actually, I'm gonna show you this way. So typically for a spine stretch, you would have your legs together. I've learned it with your legs apart because it's easier on your spine. So if you have any like arthritic issues, it'll help with your range of motion. So again, let's check our posture. Fingertips behind your buttocks. Press your shoulders back, chest forward. Arms out in front, keep your shoulders neutral. And here, pretend that there's a beach ball sitting in front of you. So you have to hollow out your core and just go over the ball and then back up. So you're really just bending, curving your spine and then coming back up into perfect posture. So breath in and just hollow out your core. And then you can go out a little more, back up, exhale, and we'll do it again. How about 2 more times? Excellent. Okay, let's give our knees a break for a moment. Next, we're going to do saw. We're closing in on the end here. We've also done saw before. So again, check your posture. If your legs don't feel comfortable being out this far, that's okay. You can bring them in more. The most important thing here is that you want your legs flexed And you want your ankles flexed, but don't lock your knees, of course. You want both your hips down on the floor. Check your posture again. Arms out to the sides. So take in a breath and hold the breath as you turn, and then saw off your pinky toe here. But you want, and of course here, you want your chest directly over your leg. Don't lean back. And then back up and inhale, and you can exhale here. Inhale again. Hold it. Make sure your hips are both on the floor. How about 2 more each side? And this will be your last one. And good job. Okay. So now we're going to do, I guess we'll do the leg crossover stretch first. So this one, we'll start with whichever side you want to start with. You have one leg down, extended, and the other one's bent. And you want to put the arm up that's the same as the leg that's bent. So I'm trying to figure out how to say that. And then you take this leg and you turn your head this way to look into your armpit, basically. And you pull this knee over, and you only want to be twisting in your hips here. And then go as far as you can go, but you don't want your opposite shoulder to be lifting off the floor. So as long as that's still on the floor, you can keep going. If that starts to lift, then stop and hold. Of course, try to keep it on the floor, but don't overextend your back here. And we'll just hold at our most extended position here. You might be able to breathe into it and press it down a little more. And back up and put that leg down. Put the opposite arm up, and we'll do it the other way. You might find that one side is more flexible than the other. And back up. Okay, and back up here. And now we're gonna do bear pose with child's pose, which I just wrote it down. I didn't actually do it yet. So bear pose is all fours, and you just lift your knees up off the floor, and we'll hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then down, and your toes come down and back into child's pose. Hold for a few moments. And then back up. Bear pose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and again. Back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back into child's pose. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, child's pose. Back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do it one more time. Back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And child's pose, and we'll stay here. And why don't we, just for good measure, do a rollover to finish up. So I'm sure you remember, core engaged, legs go up above you. You can use your hands to get your hips, feet flexed, and see if you can touch the floor. But the most important thing is your core is engaged. If you have big boobs like mine and a belly, you might not be able to go all the way, but it should be comfortable. I always feel like I'm a toddler, like I'm a baby in my crib just playing when I do this. That's what she said. I'm just giving myself a break for a moment. I'm going back in. Okay, back up to jackknife and slowly roll down and come up with your legs. And that's about all I have for you guys today. So I hope it wasn't too easy. I wanted to give you a little recovery workout. Please come back and repeat it whenever you feel like it. And thank you so much for joining me again today, and I'll see you next time.